Hello everyone, Charlie here. Welcome to the first offseason here on NFL 2K5 for this Fantasy Draft Texans franchise. I'm so excited. This is the first offseason I have had in this game in over a decade. And this is the first one with this Houston team. I'm excited to see what we're going to do. It's the retirement period. Let's get right into it. Okay, here we go. So the Charles Bentley, here are the expiring contracts to start things out. Well, Charles Bentley, center. Kevin Jones, running back, we can certainly release. Which people we definitely want to re-sign? Like Edinger, I think I'd like to re-sign here. Potentially, but he's got 1 year left. Justin Smiley. We can certainly upgrade over Smiley. Darian Scott. Just to have someone else on the edge. 1.6 million. Okay, so we signed Darian Scott, our first re-signing, just for 1 year to be a depth defensive end for us. Charles Bentley's looking for a big deal. Looking for 4 years, 22 mil. I think we can make this move here to sign LaCharles Bentley. We have re-signed our center, LaCharles Bentley, to a 4-year deal, $22 million. Now the only two expiring contracts are Justin Smiley, a guard, and Daryl Smith, backup linebacker. I'd like to bring back Daryl Smith as a backup linebacker. And we do. Okay, so those are the guys expiring. We'll let Justin Smiley, our guard, go. We can certainly upgrade. And for people who will be free agents after next year, we might want to re-sign some of these guys before it's too late. So some guys like Jeff Smoker, we don't have to worry about. Adrian Jones, though. A young guard. Who else do we have? Leonard Davis, that's going to be a big one. Might make this big deal now. Because Leonard Davis is so good. Paul Edinger, I like. Kellen Winslow, I don't love. Lance Briggs, I do like. 2 defensive tackles will be leaving after next year. Vince Wilfork and Tommy Harris. Fullback, Baxter. So any deals we can maybe make with them. Okay, due to be a free agent next year, we are going to re-sign our kicker right now, Paul Edinger, to a 5-year deal and lock him in. He's really one of the better kickers on paper. He's got 94 kick power, 90 kick accuracy. I think he's pretty good. And I suck at kicking, but he's great. Our punter's awful, but Paul Edinger's great. So we're going to re-sign him to a 5-year deal right now to be our long-term kicker. Kellen Winslow, I'm really not all that impressed with. He's going to be a free agent after next year. If he's not any better, I'll certainly let him go. Leonard Davis is a fantastic guard. Lance Briggs, an amazing linebacker. Let's look at our offensive line. Center, LaCharles Bentley, we just re-signed for 4 years. As for guard, we have Justin Smiley expiring. Leonard Davis will be a free agent after next year. And then we have Todd Washington. So certainly a position we'll need to look at in the draft or free agency. As for tackle, we still have a couple years left of these players. Jordan Gross and Levi Jones, we still have 2 and 3 years left with, which is great. Adrian Jones, a backup, we still have a year left with. Okay, so it's really guard we're thin at. Leonard Davis is great for 1 more year. And then after that, a lot of question marks. We have re-signed Justin Smiley on our offensive line just to get some extra depth. Cap room, we have about $46 million in cap room right now. 47 players on the roster. Okay, and looking at our roster, let's see where we might be lacking. QB still Vic and Breeze for a few years. Okay, Vic is going to be our starter. Running back, we can definitely upgrade. We only have Ricky Williams right now, who I'm somewhat confident in. Receivers, we're still going to keep pretty much the same core around. Fitzgerald, Moss, Hackett, Burleson, Luke. Tight end, I might end up starting Clark, because I'm not loving Winslow. Tackle, we still have Jones and Gross. At guard, we still have Davis, and then an open spot. We have Smiley, who came back, but I don't want it to be Smiley. Okay, defensively, still the same duo here of Harris, Wilfork, Starks, Dockett backing up. On the edge, we still got Peppers, which is fantastic. Mixon, Edwards, Weaver, Scott, kind of round out the rotation. What do you say we just go to free agency? We go to free agency. Here are the biggest players available. Ooh, I see a punter at the top. Oh, you know it. You know who I'm targeting. But who else do we have? Safety, Greg Wesley. Dante Stallworth, receiver. Corner, Dante Starks. Charlie Gardner, running back, 12 years pro, 33 years old or so. So, here are all the big players. Christian Oria. Tight end. Here are all the big names for you. Let you look at them. All right, I'm excited. Let's see what we have in store for us. No QBs on the market. Wow. Thank goodness we have one we like already. All right, halfbacks. We can certainly make a move here, I think. We'll see a guy like William Green. Agility, break tackle, solid, cannot catch. That's something Gardner can do. He's wanting a 4-year deal like that. How about instead to be a power guy? The day is coming to an end. You should make your offer soon. Okay, so how about for a 2-year deal? We'll do something like this. So we're going to offer a 2-year deal here to William Green to be sort of a all-around power halfback for us. Make offer. We do that. Okay. Receivers I can hold off on. Tight ends I'm interested in, though. Christian Foria, Eric Johnson, Aaron Shea. Look at him. Foria, good catching, good blocking. Okay. Strength at 61 even. 87 durability. I like him. Starting tight end. I like him a lot. He's only wanting a 2-year deal. I think we can give him a deal he likes. Give him a nice healthy bonus. We haven't been giving a lot. So Christian Faria. We're going to give him a nice comfy deal, it looks like. 2 years, $4.16 million to be a new starting tight end for us. Let's make that offer. I'm going to make a 1-year offer to the guard Russ Hochstein. 1 year, $1.65 million. Whoa! Oh, he must be gone. And he is, just like that. Oh my goodness, we were about to make an offer to him and he said, nope, I've accepted a deal somewhere else. My word. Let's go to the punters here. Chris Moore. We're going to have to make an offer right now to him. He's only looking for 1 year. So let's do it. Let's not waste any time. 1 year, 960. Let's make that offer to him. Ooh, Brian Russell about to get a big deal. Greg Wesley, safety, about to get a big deal. Luckily, I kind of like our secondary as is. Don't feel like I have to make a big move there. Inside linebackers, no. Outside linebackers, don't like anybody. Defensive end, James Hall. Jonathan Sullivan, the defensive tackles are not all that impressive. 88 tackle, 72 pass rush, 84 run coverage, 77 overall rating. 65 speeds, not bad for a defensive tackle. 57 stamina, 73 durability is not great. Well, he's gotten a 4-year offer, so I don't know if our 2 years is gonna be what he wants. But we're gonna try to offer Jonathan Sullivan a 2-year deal to be a depth defensive tackle for us. We're just gonna see. I'm gonna go and make that offer. 2 years. Uh-oh, our punter's off the board. Did we re-sign him? Or did he go somewhere else? Tight end accepts our offer. That's great. Did the punter not, though? Defensive tackle is considering. Halfback considering. We have signed a new punter, Chris Moore. Amazing. I cannot wait to have a new punter for our team. We still need a new guard for sure. And it looks like the other deal fell through, so we have signed Ross Hochstein to a 1-year deal. If nothing else, he can start for us. That's good news. Johnny Morton, 12-year pro. We could use a third receiver. I mean, we have some young guys who aren't bad, but 89 catch. Seems pretty solid all around, honestly. Morton. At this point, we can technically make trades. Put some players on the trading block. We're allowed 3. 27 strength is pretty bad. Good jump though, durability. Secure. He's not going to be breaking tackles, but he catches. I think I might be interested in signing wide receiver Johnny Morton to be our number 3. An upgrade over Nate Burleson. And then the young guys can be, you know, the 4 or 5 receivers if needed. But I like having a new number 3 who's maybe a little more reliable. He's a 12-year pro, Johnny Morton. So in his early 30s, it looks like. We'll throw out an offer to him, 1 year. So we have some signings. Willie Green at halfback is still considering, but Jonathan Sullivan has accepted our deal at 2 years to be a depth tight end, to be a depth defensive tackle for us. And Johnny Morton, 1 year deal to be our new wide receiver 3 veteran coming in for us. That puts Nate Burleson on the trade market. He has, I think, 1 year left on his deal. We could make a huge upgrade if we wanted to at safety. One of our weaker spots, honestly. I think we just stick with that, who we've got, since they're cheap, young. Can't go overboard on just signing absolutely everybody. I don't think that's exactly fair. We got to play a little bit fair here. Now, we can sign William Green. I think that'll be a pretty successful free agency for us in terms of just filling up some holes. Not going overboard, though. 4-year pro, so he's still in his, like, mid-20s. 6'2", 205, 87 speed. Jumping's at 73. Strength is low. And stamina's low. Certainly not a starter. Run coverage 60. Aggressiveness 77. Consistency 56. Coverage. Kept missing it somehow. Why do I keep missing coverage? Coverage is at 80, as high as it gets. I think we're going to look to sign Mike Rumpf here. Corner. It's kind of solid all around. For 2 years, hopefully. Gives us some flexibility in the secondary. I'm going to send this offer here to Mike Rumpf, a corner, 2 years. Send that offer to him. And now we just kind of wait it out, see who accepts these deals. See, I could be interested here in a player like Jamal White as a backup running back. Because he's a pass catcher out of the backfield, and he has 99 secure ball. 69 catching. He's also third string for the Chargers right now, who have Tomlinson and Johnson over him. So as a pass catcher out of the backfield, let's see what would it take to get a player like Jamal White into our backfield, huh? Like if I offered you a 6th round next year, would that get it done, Chargers? They've made a counter offer. They want Nate Burleson and a 6th round pick. Well, you know what? I was just talking about trading Nate Burleson, who's on like a 1-year deal. Jamal White's on a 1-year deal. And they want the 6th round pick. Is that for this year? It's for next year. So you know what? I literally spoke it into existence. I said it earlier. I think it's what's fair, isn't it? Now, let's see. Can I throw in... If you're going to make me throw in a 6th next year, you've got to give me a 7th next year. What do you say, Chargers? It's been accepted. Nate Burleson has moved on as our number 3 receiver. And we have added Jamal White into our backfield, a pass-catching running back. And we swapped late picks with them for next year. Let's take a look back at free agency now. Ooh, Dallas has made an offer that has put them on top for William Green. Let's adjust. So we have upped our offer for William Green. A few offers have come in. Carolina, 6 years, 7.56. Dallas has offered 4 years over 4.84. Ours is 2 years, 3.35. Oh man, what's going to happen here? Are we going to end up winning the William Green sweepstakes? If we don't, we're going to be in a bit of a hole here. Luckily that we went and got Jamal White as a pass-catching running back. I still want Green as our number 2 guy, 3rd down running back. Otherwise, it will be a necessity in the draft. We have signed Mike Rumpf to be a new corner for us, probably 3rd string, 4th string right now for us, right behind Tillman and Will Allen. I want to sign for defensive end depth here, Tony Bryant to a 1-year, 1.73 million. I'm going to send that offer out to him. Okay, I believe the next move for us is to trade Kellen Winslow, who doesn't really have a spot for us after we have signed a new tight end. The Bengals have a really bad tight end situation right now, so we're going to offer them Kellen Winslow for a 4th round pick, and let's see. It has been accepted. So Kellen Winslow we have moved on from, and we've added a new pick for the draft. Now might also be a good time to go ahead and show you the player progress for the guys we had last season. QBs, nothing really changed here for the main guys. Halfbacks, Ontario Smith went +4 as a whole. Consistency, you can see Ricky Williams really gained a lot here, +10 in that department. +10 consistency for Ricky Williams, who really started for us the last half of last year. He went +4 overall. James Baxter actually got worse. Santana Moss, +3 overall. Larry Fitzgerald, +8. The veteran Johnny Morton went -5 last year, so by the end of this year, who knows where he will be for us, but either way, he'll be a good number 3. Trinados Luke, unfortunately, he didn't really gain anything. Neither did Hackett. McDonald got +2, though. Our tight end here, we signed Foria to a 2-year deal. So we're hoping he can live up to that. Dallas Clark got +3. Okay. Center, Bentley stayed where he's at. Leonard Davis, +1. Hochstein, who we signed to that 1-year deal. Okay. Smiley was 0 after starting last year, went 0 overall. Didn't really get better. As for our tackles, Jones and Gross, they certainly did get better. Good to see. Defensive tackles, Harris and Wilfork, they're both going to be free agents at the end of next season. And I'm curious which one I might re-sign. Which one could potentially be traded. Jonathan Sullivan, who we signed to a 2-year deal, got way better, it looks like, last year. +5 overall to him. That's cool. As for our defensive ends, Julius Peppers got +4 overall. Weaver didn't really get much better, it looks like, as a whole. Mixon, similar. Didn't get much better. No, our defensive ends as a whole didn't get much better besides Peppers. Outside linebackers, Briggs somehow didn't. Unfortunate for him. Babin got a whole lot better, it looks like. And carry on Fox. Inside linebackers, Urlacher got a little bit better. Already a god. Daryl Smith got a bit better. Our corners are already great and got better. Oh yeah, for sure. I love our corners. Bob Sanders at safety +1. Shenard Hartz +3. So you could see Bob Sanders potentially being upgraded over, but I don't think this was the offseason to do it. We made enough signings as is. Kickers, Paul Ettinger got a +1. He's great. Signed him to a big deal. And Chris Moore, the new punter for us. We have signed halfback William Green to a 2-year deal. He will be in. So we have added 2 running backs already. And Tony Bryant signed to be a depth defensive end for us. So just like that, free agency is just about a wrap. Okay, so let's see. It's scouting time. The big board, the combine. Oh my goodness. I am a little in over my head here. I'll tell you what, I know what we're looking for. We need a guard. First things first, we need a guard. That spot is very fishy for us. We need a halfback. I think we could use an upgrade at strong safety, outside linebacker. Those are the biggest spots. We could use a backup at fullback for now. I think those are the spots I'm most interested in. So let's start with guard. Okay, so for the first day here of scouting, it looks like I'm just going to go fully in on these guards here. Webb, Jordan, Wagner, and Zimmerman. So first, looking at the guards that we scouted. Wagner here. Average attributes with poor aggressiveness. Overextended at times, football instincts lacking, holds up well in pass protection. Nothing amazing. As for Webb, pass blocking's good, run block average, fires out aggressively, loses his concentration, holds up well in pass protection. Zimmerman needs more scouting time for his attributes, but gets good movement, football instincts are somewhat lacking, has trouble protecting. Too bad coach's notes, I probably won't go further. And Jordan, not great there, so I really only like one person maybe. Okay, so let's move on to another position just for now here. Okay, a few interesting halfbacks here. I'm going to scout for 1 hour Alvarez, for 1 hour Carpenter. And for 1 hour Cologne. Alright, so let's now take a look and see what we got from information from these halfbacks first. This halfback needs to develop receiving skills, real force, and short yardage. Surprisingly good outside speed. Okay, so I could want to see more out of Day. We'll give another hour to him. Carpenter, deceptively quick. Never a consistent threat as a receiver, makes you work hard to bring him down. Could be solid. Cologne, makes you work hard to bring him down, finds ways to elude defenders, shows game-changing speed. Okay, we'll show him another hour. And Alvarez, viable passing threat in the backfield, makes you work hard to bring him down. He's quicker than at first glance. Give him another hour. How about the strong safeties? Starting with Rhodes, plays faster than he timed at the combine, pretty good feel for coverage, will overrun some plays. Franklin struggles to change directions, managed to get his hands on a lot of balls, impressive playing speed. Snyder, good timing and breaks well on the ball, impressive playing speed, this guy will strike you. Those all sound pretty solid. I think for now let's focus on guard maybe because it's such a need. Let's give it another hour here, get the full report on Webb. How about you give me 1 hour on the guard Shelton? And give me 1 more hour on the safety Franklin. And give me 1 more hour on the safety Rhodes. And that'll do it for day 3. Definitely a pass protecting guard then. Consistency at 57 to start. Strong safety here. Rhodes looks like he could be pretty solid. Franklin might also be pretty solid. Okay, a few good options there. Now let's look at running back. I think that's maybe most important now. I definitely want more info on a lot of these running backs. Cologne, give me another hour. Give me another hour on Carpenter. Another hour on Alvarez. Well, I don't think I need another hour on Alvarez. I'd rather get some more info on some random other guys. Real force and short yardage, this one says. I'll take another hour on the guard Shelton. Here, give me 2 hours on the guard Patton. And then give me 1 hour for the guard Price. All right, there we go. There's our scouting. Let's look at all the guys we fully scouted here. So Alvarez, the running back, 75 speed to start, 81 break tackles, 64 catching, 32 power, 45 secure ball, 42. So I don't really love Alvarez, I would say. Not very good. As for Webb, okay, here's another running back. Cologne, 85 speed, 77 agility, 63 break tackle, 43 catch, 66 route running, 70 secure, 57 consistency. That's at least decent. That's starting. That's a good starting spot for sure. How about some guards here? Webb, 81 pass blocking, 58 running blocking, 58 run blocking. We've already seen that. The guard Shelton, got a bit more on info on him. He looks like he could be solid. Safety solid. A couple safeties here look like they could be solid for us. We have a lot of people who have 2 hours, not a lot of people fully scouted. So we're just going to see how this draft goes. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to figure it out along the way, huh? It is the NFL draft. It's in progress. Round 1. Oh my goodness. Just like that, we're already here. I'm excited. Oh my goodness, just like that, we're picking. We have 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh my god. Talk about not feeling prepared. I'll tell you where I'm looking for is guard immediately. Oh shit, here we go. Alvarez went round 1 to the Cowboys. All of our halfbacks went round 1, okay. Shelton, the guard, could be good. Football instinct somewhat lacking. Webb, you know, is just kind of like okay. Do you just go with Shelton here? It definitely does suck that all the halfbacks went round 1. So I now have none to pick from. But that's how that goes, I guess. Webb, can I beat 81 pass blocking, 58 run blocking, 66 strength? Can we beat that for guard, 52 speed? Oh, man. We're going to just go ahead and, since I don't know what else to do here, we're going to go and pick guard Terrence Shelton. First round. Let's do it, baby. Now, second round here, since I don't have a halfback on the board I like, let's go with a safety that could be solid for us. And that's going to be safety Courtney Franklin, second round pick. Okay, now we need to get a halfback, but there's only 2 even left on the board. We either go Justin Dixon or you go Swanson. In terms of size, they're pretty similar. Similar bench. 40-yard dash. Swanson is going to be faster. You would think, but the shuttle's better. Here for Dixon, I don't think either would end up being all that impressive. See who else we have first. So at this point, we are going to be completely guessing on every single pick from here on out. And we need a halfback, I guess, at any point of any kind. Need a halfback of any kind, so we're just going to go ahead and pick Justin Dixon. Fourth round now. We'll go with a few different spots here. I think we might go outside linebacker. Give me the smartest players you got. Give me someone somewhat fast with a decent bench. How about Jonathan Rivera, fourth round pick, outside linebacker. All right, next pick for us. Might go with might try to go with like one of the fastest players we can, huh? You know what? We're gonna go with wide receiver Michael Snyder. You know, we're gonna go with another strong safety here, someone who they said good things about, Boyd Snyder. Wait, no, that's not a complete draft. I wanted to draft Boyd Snyder, strong safety. Sixth round now. Let's go ahead and go with a QB, huh? What do you think we're gonna do here at QB? Who's to say? We're going to go with quarterback Ramiro Morris out of Alabama Birmingham. And now it's time for the 7th round pick. We're going to go with defensive end Melvin Barton for our 7th round pick. Round out this draft. Now it's the rookie signing period, and let's see who we've got. Let's watch this week's Sports Center. I'm just curious what the Sports Center is.
Welcome everyone to a special draft wrap-up show here on ESPN. I'm Mel Kiper Jr. With the draft complete, it's time to take a look at all the shoe-ins and the surprises. Let's get it started. Massey was taken, no surprise, with the first overall selection in the draft. The Colts decided early on that this was their man, and they were obviously elated to bring him into the fold. He's going to be a special player, no doubt about it. Alvarez was taken with the number 3 overall selection. There was some question on draft day as to who was going to wind up with this pick, but in the end, he's off to the Cowboys. 5'8", 243, out of Boise State. He had a super season last year that really helped his draft standing, and I think he'll be an impact player at this level. Casey is someone that perhaps fell a couple spots lower than I thought he'd go, so I think this was a very good draft choice as he goes 11th overall. He'll head off to the Giants, and this is a club that needed some help on the defensive side of the ball, and they're hoping this guy can step right in and contribute from day one. The Chargers found themselves with a few questions at pick 18, but in the end, I think they got the guy they really wanted all along. Cologne is a guy that's got a lot of upside, and I really believe he'll be a fixture with this club for years to come. Bush was somehow still available with the 26th selection overall, and now he's off to the Saints. And I think they were happy to see him still on the board in the late first round because he was a guy I know they had targeted, and they had him rated pretty highly. So let's do a quick recap as we focus on one team in particular that I thought had an interesting draft weekend. The Texans needed players on both sides of the ball, so I think they did a good job of addressing a number of needs. So that'll do it for this year. Another draft is in the books, and now the analyzing and second guessing will begin in earnest as we get ready for the start of training camp in July. Till then, I'm Mel Kiper Jr. Thanks for joining us.
Damn, can you believe Mel Kiper's still the guy getting it done? All right, rookie signing period. Let's do it. Let's look at Terrence Shelton real quick. He's at 82 rated guard. That's pretty good. 75 strength, 75 stamina, 49 durability. He's got 79 run block, 71 pass block to start. You know what? I'm okay with that. Our first round pick, our first pick of this series, a guard, Terrence Shelton. Very excited. Let's just offer the base what they're offering. 4 years, let's do it. Next up, our second round pick, strong safety, Franklin. He's a 74 rated safety. 82 speed, 76 durability, bad catching, 22. Tackling is at 76. Run coverage only at 39. Coverage, pass coverage at 79. Then our next pick was another safety. He's rated at 69. Then linebacker Jonathan Rivera, he's a 67. Then everyone else below that is at a below us. Then everyone else below that is a 60. Wide receiver Snyder, 56. Defensive end Barton, a 54. The QB Morris, 52, and halfback Dixon, 48. Just like that, everyone, the offseason is over, and it is time for the preseason. Let's take a look at our roster right now, headed into season 2 of this franchise. At QB, we still have Michael Vick and then Drew Brees backing up. Michael Vick still we have for a few more years now. 3 years still left on our team. Excited about that. As for running back, we still have Ricky Williams, probably our starting running back. He was pretty good for us last year, as good as you can be. Ontario Smith, I'll give more touches to, see if I can be better with him. William Green will be our number 2 running back, our third down running back. And then Jamel White will be our running back who we play in the passing game a lot. We still have Gerard Baxter for 1 more year as our fullback. Wide receivers, we have still at the very top Santana Moss, Larry Fitzgerald, and then the new receiver Johnny Martin, the veteran, to be our number 3 guy. The rookie, the youngsters, Treyandos Luke, and Michael Snyder, DJ Hackett, and Sean McDonald rounding things out. Tight ends, we have a new starting tight end, Christian Foria. Dallas Clark and Robert Royal will be backing up at tight end. At center, we have LaCharles Bentley coming back on a 4-year deal. At guard, we will have starting Leonard Davis, who is under contract for 1 more year. And then the rookie first-round pick, Terrence Shelton, will be starting for us. This means that Russ Hochstein will be on the trade block this year, likely traded sometime around the trade block, but we'll see. We'll keep him around for now, just as depth, just in case. As for tackle, we will have Jordan Gross and Levi Jones still starting for us. Defensive tackles, it's still going to be the Tommy Harris, Vince Wilfork duo. The new guy, Jonathan Sullivan, is going to be in the room to play backup with Randy Starks, Darnell Dockett. As for defensive ends, it's still kind of thin right now outside Julius Peppers, really. We're still looking for someone to step up, but after Julius Peppers, who's great, we have Anthony Weaver, Kenny Mixon, and Kalimba Edwards, Tony Bryant, Darian Scott. Outside linebackers, we've got Lance Briggs, Jason Babin, Jonathan Rivera, the new rookie. Outside linebacker Jonathan Rivera, by the way, he has 56 tackle for now, but he has 90 pass rush. This guy's that's clearly what he needs to be doing then, is just rushing the passer. 63 coverage, 80 speed, 77 agility, 73 strength, 66 stamina. Got quite a base to start out with. Could be a fun rookie. Inside linebackers, we've got Brian Urlacher, the one, the only, Daryl Smith, Richard Seigler. Corners, we've got Charles Tillman, Will Allen, the new corner, Mike Rumpf coming in for us on a 2-year deal. As always, Wesley and Vasher rounding things out. Then at strong safety, we have a few new faces actually. Bob Sanders was starting last year, but now we have Courtney Franklin and Boyd Snyder in the house. They're going to all be competing for that job. Courtney Franklin, the new strong safety. He has 79 coverage, 82 speed, 91 agility. You can see all their ratings right here. You see Bob Sanders, though, has 99 stamina, which is pretty great. 93 strength, 85 durability. So Bob Sanders still might be the starter for now. His tackling is worse, but his run coverage is better. His coverage is about 10 about 10 points worse. But everything else, he's ahead by a long shot. So Bob Sanders still might be starting just on paper. And then at free safety, we still have Shenard Hartz and J.R. Reed. Kickers, we have Paul Ettinger coming back on a 5-year deal. And then the new punter is Chris Moore for just 1 year, the 17-year pro coming to Houston. And that is your roster going into year 2, everyone. I am so excited. We've got a good team. We've just built on from where our really good team was from last year, where we went into the playoffs, we won our division, but we lost in the divisional round to the Oakland Raiders, who went on to win the Super Bowl. So we have to somehow get better than the Brett Favre-led Oakland Raiders. And did we get there? I hope so, man. I really hope so. Do we have any early power rankings? They have us at 6 right now. Oakland Raiders at 2. Cardinals they have up high. New England was fantastic last year. So yeah, this is going to be an amazing season. I am so stoked to play with these rookies, get some fresh blood into this roster, and make some progress towards a Super Bowl win. I'm excited for it. I hope you are too. I'll be back every single Sunday with a new episode. I'll just be playing preseason myself just to get some reps under my belt. And I really do appreciate you watching. Subscribe if you can. It would really mean a lot to me. And I will see you in the next episode of the Houston Texans franchise.